Hi everybody, this is Father Warner D'Souza. We have now entered the 10th week in Ordinary Time. We are in Monday and we are reflecting on Matthew chapter 5 verses 1 to 12. The 10th week in Ordinary Time ushers in the Gospel of Matthew as the text for the daily Gospel readings. Matthew's Gospel is often referred to as the teaching Gospel, for it contains 5 great discourses into which Matthew has gathered so much of his teaching material. Writing to a Judeo-Christian audience sometime between the years 75 and 90 AD, the Gospel has strong overtones of a family feud. In 80 AD, the rabbis of Jamnia had placed the Christians outside the community of Judaism. The Birkat Haminim, a curse pronounced on heretics and which included the Christians, set the Christian community firmly outside the boundaries of Judaism, something that the community of St. Matthew will contest. Matthew's Gospel has 2 clear focuses: that Jesus is the Christ and that the kingdom of God that he will proclaim will break upon the world soon. The Gospel of today is the opening verses of the first of the 5 discourses and is commonly known as the Sermon on the Mount. Enunciated in the sermon are the key attitudes that the disciple must live by. The intended hearers of the sermon are the disciples, but the crowds present are not barred from the message of Jesus. In fact, in chapter 7:28, it is the crowds who, having heard the sermon, react now to the words of Jesus. If Michelangelo had The Last Judgment as his masterpiece, then this was Matthew's masterpiece. St. Matthew brilliantly weaves the teachings of Jesus in this opening discourse, setting down the mind of his master. At its heart is the theme of justice and the kingdom of God. He grips the reader with the unadulterated teaching on the kingdom, leaving the reader wondering, how can values such as meekness and poverty, mourning and hunger bring one happiness? You see, the Beatitudes are not some pious hopes, a pie in the sky when you die, but a congratulation. It is a recognition of an existing state of happiness that the disciple chooses to freely live. While the virtues they purport may seem to be out of style and out of step, they are indeed the way of the disciple, the way the disciple is to walk as a sign to the world. The Beatitudes are not a list of thou shalt nots. The list we find here is given to us in the indicative mood, not the imperative mood. It is a description, it's not a prescription. However, in following them, we find the blessings of being a citizen in the kingdom of God. Though the description of the kingdom sounds very bleak, the takeaway for those who have lived it is an experience of authentic happiness. From today onwards, right up till somewhere in September 2020, we will constantly be reflecting on the Gospel of Matthew. In fact, for the next 3 weeks, from today till somewhere around the end of the 3rd week from now, we will be focusing on the Sermon on the Mount. I invite you to this journey, a journey of listening to Jesus' teachings, his own teachings on the Sermon on the Mount. I invite you to share this message with other Christians and with all your friends of any other faith, because the Sermon on the Mount is more than just about a religion. It is about the teachings of Jesus. Please subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. You can also get the text form of these reflections at my blog. Simply go to pottypadre.com and search for it under the section of faith. There are several other sections. There's food, there's art and heritage, there is travel. God bless you. Have a blessed day.